And we're live on Saturday. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual psychoanalyst and healer, teacher, shaman, seer. Oh, God. Oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God, first child of God, that rules over the moon, which would be your mind and your emotions. I am the divine feminine, Lilith, reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you have seen what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and my shorts. That live video was alive. It was really funny, but then, I spent like the last couple of hours just kind of reflecting. I wasn't really taking in any information. I just got a download when I posted it, to be honest. Hey, I want to point out something. Last night's video, we talked about all kinds of psychic abilities, correct? I went into a deep, dark teaching. I went real deep as soon as it said a ceremonial magic mirror. I went all on a tangent about we don't do magic mirrors, but after I went back to the sentence, it said it's not a mirror with black paint. It is made of black obsidian. It said you can either use a crystal ball or black obsidian mirror. Just wanted to point that out. I forgot to point that out last night. I was like, I carry that all the time. Light and dark, light and dark. Yeah, my last live video, dude, it's so triggering. It's like you'll go so far for the man you love. Yeah, but I haven't seen that kind of behavior in mankind. So it's like, why am I going so far when they don't even go nowhere? What? It's not connected? No, I turned it off. You're good to go. I was thinking about that, but I really don't want to waste my video on that. I'm supposed to be teaching you about the dreams. If I start this, it'll open up a whole new channel. And that's our next channel. What? No, I just gave them to him. The reason I say that is because I got a whole book. I've got a couple of books that are about channeling dreams. One was about addiction, and obviously everybody has all these weird ones. I really didn't want to get in the filth of that. Can I just be 100% honest? That's one of the soul contracts that, I deal with a lot of filth, but I don't want to deal with the filth of fucking addicts. Why? I guess I have residue feelings about it. What happened? Well, let me tell you what happened. It was a lot. I went over to her house, and within like a couple of minutes of getting there, she's like, dude, it's a weird day. You're showing up, and then my ex-husband is showing up. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, it's a long story. But he's in town for a minute, and he wanted to stop by. And he stops by, and she leaves me alone with this creepo for who knows, 2 minutes while she's chasing her daughter. And I get the worst vibe, and the conversation, it ends up being like, I'm seeing myself what I did, and she's like, okay, you come with me. You go ahead and finish your cigarette. I was like, I've seen your fucking type before. You fucking come out here and you're like, I'm a rehabilitated man, and I've been out of jail, and I'm a fucking advocate, and and I'm literally like a kid dancing around in the parking lot, fucking making fun of this guy. She's like, oh, well, here, I'm gonna take him. And I was like, I don't know what happened, bro. But I can tell you, as I told him straight to his face, it's like, you are going down a deep, dark, dangerous road. I was like, I could push one button right now, and you're going to be smoking dope underneath a fucking bridge. You need to get control of yourself. You're going backwards, not fucking forwards. And she don't need a bunch of you. I was like, and keep in mind that you're a pattern. You're the third motherfucker I watched walk in on her brand new life. A whole bunch of people are coming out the woodwork from the old life, trying to come into her new life because, she's got something going on, and they want to know, she can make their life better. Are you here to add to her life? And in essence, they share a child, but neither one of them have custody, and it's a long-ass fucking story. So this guy, and with that, she already got condemned. She's like, just because he showed up at my house, his mom's not going to let me see the kid. She's going to assume he was over here getting high. She's like, dude, you weren't wrong. He looked terrible. Well, I don't know what he looked like healthy, but I got the worst fucking vibe off this fucking guy, and I went crazy. And if you could have seen me, bro, there's a picture of Mars, and that's literally, there's this dude dancing on Mars, and that's what I did. I was like, I've seen I can't reenact it, but I'm like, I sat there, I was like, yeah, I'm all better, and I don't do drugs, and I'm here to teach you how to have a good life and how I'm rehabilitated. Because that's what he came out with. You know, I'm a addict coach, bro. You need a coach right now. You're what? So in the essence, I don't want to deal with people and their addictions. Why? Because I was born into addiction. Every person. I am positive that fucking Bobby has addictions. Everybody does. Ah, oh, God bless you. God bless you. It is such a battle. It's a singular battle. And, you know, there's those that supposedly have such a great support team. You know what I mean? And then there's the rest of us that didn't. We just did it. You know, and he's sitting there, he's like, what made you change? Because obviously, truth be told, she didn't change for her first kid. And he's sitting there, and she tells me the whole story. He's got all this built-up resentment. I was like, that's how my baby daddies feel about my twin flame. It's like, you know, this guy can get away with all hell, and you love him to death, and you didn't change for us, and you didn't treat us better, and blah, 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 gag me, right? Seriously. So anyways, he's sitting there asking her, you know, what was it that made her change to decide she wanted to be clean? She's like, I lost my son. I wasn't going to lose my daughter. Aww. Is what she said. Did he die or something? No, that's the father of the son, and she says something like he tried to kill her, and that's how they lost it, in front of the son. I don't know the story, dude. It got real intense real fast, and I just got a real weird vibe, and I was just like, fuck, I'm stuck here. She has the longest running washer I've ever seen in my entire life, and I can't leave now. My underwear are in there. Ask me how many loads of laundry I did in 4 hours. 2! She has a very big washer, but god damn it. I really could have got that done at the fucking laundromat for like $10. Anyways, going back to it. I love her. So there was that, and then, you know, he flushes out, and so then we had to talk, and as we were talking, that's where the video came in. And it was just a lot, bro. She's like, you know, I don't know. I just see the submission is so much on the female's part. What the fuck are you giving up for some good love? You're guaranteed good love. And then Wolfman comes out. Bring him out. I don't know if I could be attracted to you again. I know the purpose of what you were made for, but the attraction. Can you like them again? I'm not sure if I could be attracted to you again. Realistically? I don't know. I don't even know why I'm attracted to Bobby. I just see him, I'm like, oh my god, you're so fucking beautiful. And then I totally forget what he looks like the second he's gone. I don't remember. Really? No, don't. It's not useful anyways. I have this great picture of him and his wife that I use to haunt myself so that I don't get, like, too obsessive or anything. Like, oh, he's better off over there. And then I think about this whole wife situation. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, I can't do this. And I made a joke and asked this really fat bitch if she was pregnant and, you know, congratulated her on her twin flame union. Told her I was in my fucking... I should have said Knight of Wands energy. That would have made more sense. Hey, we're all healing at different levels. Why'd you say that? She swears she's in a twin flame union. She looks very bulgy, so I assume she's pregnant, yes? That's the nice way to...
She might just have a bulge. She might be in disguise. I keep it undercover.
She might be in many great things, but she's not an empress, and I had fun with that. Oh, anyways, so with that, I shared in my shorts. I was like, what are you going to do today? Just fucking terrorize people. I'm in the fucking oven. This is that part where the shit starts to bubble and it doesn't look so good. You gotta wait till it cooks longer. Oh God, I don't want to. The closer I get, the more I don't want to. There are fucking asshole twin flames that are watching me. They want nothing more than to figure this out so they can be with that person. Jesus Christ, do you know what it takes to be with that person? Alright, forget him. Forget him. Pick another one of my twin flames. Do you know what it takes to be with a guy like Russ? A guy like Ali? A guy like Lewis? A guy like Marshall? Motherfucking Oscar the tarot reader? Holy shit! Can I just start with all these guys got serious mommy issues? Oh, come on. My love life is like celebrity squares, and I just like the Come on. If I pull a card, I'm scared. It's going to be something like love is in the air. So let's just talk about the dream world and our nightmares that we're currently having. Yours are at night, mine are during the day. No, we were supposed to talk about this. We never talked about it. Let's talk about your dream world. And actually, I'm serious. I've got a lot of books about it, but one of them is about analyzing addicts' dreams to find out they're a fucking addict and they've got fucking mommy issues that stem from their father. Oh, I'm a fucking genius. All right, let's just get to the fucking bag of bullshit. Start telling the stories, losers. Oh, I'm sorry, is there some magical way to remove this away from your brain and away from your being, the shit they did and said to you? Is there some magical way I can take this off of you? No, speak your truth, get it out. Ugh, just tell us what they did. Fuck. It's such an awful process, and you're trying to protect yourself, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your fucking grandpas and grandparents, your grandchildren and your children. You don't want them to know that we were anything less than okay or good. Well, let me tell you. You're fucking hiding so much shit under the fucking rug that there is an enormous bulge bigger than any man's pants that I've found yet. It's a fucking camel toe. Can we just pull out the shit? Bring it out, bring it out. It doesn't matter where you bring it out, just fucking put it out, dude. Not on a music album, dude. Don't talk about your childhood traumas on a music. That's not music to our ears. Fuck off. Those are the things that nightmares are made of. Go tell Stephen King. He'll write a great book. It's not fucking funny. Oh, put it somewhere. Get it out of you. But ultimately, that's what it is. I gotta sit here and listen to all this shit just to tell you that it stems from your mother and it has to do with your father. Fuck off. That's the answer to all your problems. Ding, ding, ding. Here, ring the bell. Wait. I need my wedding bells. I need my wedding bells. Hold on. Oh, fuck it. I need my wedding bells. They've been telling me for 3 days. See what I mean? They're trying to get me married. God damn it. Damn it to all hell. Girls just want to have fun. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing Madonna. What is that song? Like a prayer. Life is a mystery. She's all praying to God, please. I don't want to marry that man. Sounds like every princess in the book, right? Damn it. You don't become a queen without marrying a man. Son of a monkey. I don't like the patriarchy. Can't I just be... Nope. I'm just a dirty princess that puts out, according to Steve's little tarot. She's a for sure thing. For sure I am. Oh yeah, and that's what Wolfman came out with. And his fucking, in the middle of his Sagittarius blurred out. He's like, hey, they don't believe in you. You need to prove to them. They don't trust you. They don't think you're a sure thing. Sure, whatever. What thing are you not sure I am at? I am. What thing am I surely supposed to be? What I turn to? Lugnasa. That's not where we're at. Full moon rituals, new moon rituals, drawing down the sun, fuck off the sun, and the moon. It's my time to shine. What are we talking about? So yeah, that came up. I feel like I spend they're like 60-40. Alright, whatever. I feel like I spend way more time dealing with the relationship issues than I don't even have one. Like, it's just working through the fucking reprogramming of the mind. I do so much of that it's like, I don't even want to talk about that subject. And then here comes Kobe. You want to talk about what you believe, people? Yeah, it's not worth it. I want to put in that kind of work. That's a lot of work. Why do I have to... Oh, we're close. Why do I have to fucking rehabilitate you from what your parents did? I do that professionally. It's going to project into my relationship with you, my children, our children, your children, everyone. You guys are fakers and liars, down to Mike Stud and whatever Allie's hiding. Dude, that dude told me today that in ancient Greece, he told me a time, he had a name for it and everything. He said there was an era of time where they were only having butt sex to avoid pregnancies. Why do such things? So that you can have self-gratification without any consequence. I'll fuck you, but I don't want a future with you. And that's what Morgan said in the video earlier. She said, I have a friend that only does butt sex so she doesn't get pregnant. I was like, no, she doesn't like vaginal sex. There's something else going on here. Obviously, and that's so simplistic to stem down. I could say right now without knowing this bitch that she's been sexually abused to where now she uses a different area or something else.
You can still get pregnant if it enters your bloodstream.
Oh, that's lovely.
A lady who didn't have one got stabbed by her ex-boyfriend and then had a kid with the man that she was told she was going to be with. And it's really great.
Anyways, there was a whole thing about that, right? The other day, somebody else was talking about, I was telling Red, he saw me going and connecting with the fucking hawk. He's like, well, I mean, I saw the bird, but I was like, what the fuck is she doing? I was like, it's an energy exchange, right? What I was doing was more like, imagine a belly dancer and all the hand mantras. That's what I was doing as the bird was standing up there. I was connecting with it, so he was watching me. I was like, it's Native American, you know what I mean, rituals and ceremonies and rites. And he's like, well, I didn't see you sitting out there with a bottle of wild turkey. And what that reference was is to their alcoholic behaviors. The natives are enormous drinkers. Nobody drinks. They say that nobody drinks like the natives drink. All right, but let's see what the truth is. Nobody drinks in excess without trying to mask or hide a feeling. You don't enjoy the excess feeling. You're trying to hide feelings. Going back to this, I don't want to open these books into addiction because everybody has them, and then I'm just going to be filthed around a bunch of addicts trying to help them. And it's like, fuck off, bro. The first part of addiction is first off realizing that you're a fucking addict. You have unhealthy behaviors, and it doesn't matter if you don't fucking smoke crack and you don't do any of this. You are addicted to the gym. You are addicted to your patterns. You're addicted to fame. You're addicted to fortune. You're addicted to attention. You're addicted to a coffee. Motherfucking Morgan is addicted to ice cream. I didn't even realize it. In the middle of the day, she offered me ice cream. I'm like, huh? And then she's like, every time I ask you for ice cream, you offer. And then I realized every time we ever go to the store, she buys a 6th thing of ice cream and feeds my kids ice cream. She is addicted to ice cream. She'll eat that shit all fucking day. Like, literally, yeah, I forgot until I saw her in her house, and she's offering me ice cream with all kinds of stuff on it. Hey, by the way, Chevelle let me comb her hair perfectly, and that's why she gave her ice cream. But in the essence, I was like, no, I don't eat that shit.
I told her just to cut it. She's like 3. She won't remember it if she doesn't like it.
Oh, sounds like something they did to you. Anyways, going back to it, it's like all of you have these addictive behaviors that you know are obsessive. They're compulsive and they're destructive. And you're overexerting yourself in certain areas of your life. So in the essence, it's like this isn't just about one. It's not about what you're addicted to. It's just being around addicted behaviors, and that's frustrating to me because I teach the mastering of the mind and self-discipline and self-control. And as I'm teaching this, all these other people are sitting there, you know, they're like praising God and I'm an alchemist while they're over there, you know, drinking their drink. You know what I mean? And doing all this. It's like you guys have your They're addictive behaviors. What you're addicted to can end up being, it's some kind of substance, whatever the fuck whatever it is. You're addicted to a material substance. What's mine? Cigarettes. And then to fill that in, I would probably say, I don't even know, dude. I was already contemplating not smoking. I would say it's the pattern. I don't think it's the behavior, it's the pattern. And that's how most smokers can switch to vaping. They're about to pass it in Colorado. They're trying to get rid of those flavored tobaccos. And when they do that, menthol will go away. And when menthol goes away, a lot of people will either, like me, that's what happened to me. I was a menthol smoker, but I went to California, and I was there for about 3 weeks, and there was no menthol cigarettes. So I bought the regular cigarettes. So I was there about 3 weeks, and when I came home, first thing I did was buy a menthol pack, but it didn't taste right. I had already been converted by taste. It took that long. And I was like, it worked for California. And that's really the thing. And the menthol, anyways, is like, it's not like a different type of tobacco. It's what they do to the filter that makes it all fucking, you know what I mean? They put all these fucking additives and shit in the filters. They say they put fiberglass and all kinds of shit in there. So it's really bad. You have worse lung problems smoking menthol cigarettes. I don't know. Going back to that. As far as my addictions, I used to be heavily addicted to coffee. Like, it was ritual act, would not. I would show up at new jobs with my own coffee, kind of a fucking addict like that. I don't have that addictive behavior. Some things I still can't change. I mean, I still have certain patterns. Like, as soon as I get back from the kids, I have a pattern of walking around and picking shit up. I can't stop that. I'm not able to stop that pattern. When I walk in the door, I walk around in circles for at least fucking, I don't know, 5 minutes, just picking up shit, sorting shit, organizing shit, wiping down shit. Every time you walk in, every time. I can't just sit down. I walk in through each room. I'm picking up, and it's like, are they dirty? No, I'm just a fanatic. If anything's out of place, I'm putting it all back in its little places. I'm making the beds that they were sitting on. I'm putting up pillows that they pushed away. I'm wiping down the counters that they left fucking crumbs on, their little wrappers and shit like that. I'm wiping the back of the fucking toilet and shit. I have it really kind of bad. I can let the dishes sit. I've gotten better. I can let a couple dishes. We have a very small fridge. A very small sink. So it can't hold any. So it's definitely not going to ever be that many. Maybe like 4. But no, I could do that. But no, I got it pretty bad. As far as addictive behaviors, I would say that for sure. And then I would say my ritual acts of meditation, I have to sit down and I have to, you know what I mean? I have to do this. I have to like go sit down and I have to cross my legs and I have to put on some music and I have to be in the smoke. Really? Yeah. So it's like, I'm not sure if I'm addicted to the actual cigarettes, the taste of the cigarettes. Not even that, because you can see me, I'll hold a cigarette for a very long time and I won't sit there back-to-backing them unless I realize they've burnt up and then I didn't smoke a cigarette. But that's how that is. So it's more of like patterns. It's more of just patterns, breaking patterns, not addictive behaviors to things. Oreos, no, I just know that, like, I don't eat them all the time. I eat them, like, I'm triggered to buy them before shadow work, and then afterwards I'll wake up in the middle of the night and destroy a pack. My kids have started to eat them more often, so if I do buy them, then it's a family thing. We got the mint ones, and we went down on those ones, dude. Those were pretty gnarly. There was another pack a long time ago, but we can't find them or remember them. All right, let's move on to your dreams and dream journals. Every witch should have both a personal journal and a dream journal. Make a daily practice of writing in both. The activity of writing will help you understand and clarify many problems, as well as charting your path through life. And that's it. You're just putting down your thoughts, bro. A lot of it, you need to put it down somewhere. I'm emptying my book of rhymes. Get them all out my head. Okay, whatever. Dreams are a gateway to the subconscious and superconscious minds. The dreams we have each night are strictly controlled by the entity known as the guardian of the threshold. These dreams rarely show us more, Mr. Sandman is what I heard. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. That's what they say. They call him that. They call that entity the Sandman, the Dream Keeper. Really? Yeah. These dreams are rarely show us more than we are capable of comprehending and handling. However, the subconscious mind only speaks to us in symbols. This is why a large percentage of our dreams is in symbolic form and miscellany of images that frequently do not make sense without a lot of thought. That's what I do all day, imagery. But it's not too hard. It only got hard when I started dealing with Metatron and started seeing figures and shapes and numbers. I told you it became like kaleidoscopes. I'm used to Kobe showing me, you know what I mean, scenes of people moving, or I can see scenes in time, like actual action scenes. I can see scenes of movement. But when it came to working with Metatron, and that's how I had to bring out the sacred geometry and I had to learn, he's showing me shapes and shit. So like this morning, I took a picture, guys, and I posted it. First thing in the morning, I'm stuck staring at this stars constellation that I've never really seen before. And then just now I posted it. It was the crescent moon in Ataris, which is the sign of Scorpio. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I didn't post that. Apparently, we have a second moon.
Yeah.
And it's visible, and that's that bright light that's in there. There's no moon, but that's what is in there. Are you serious? Yeah, I caught all of that, and that's what I posted. I was like, dude, like I'm not only seeing it, but now I'm knowing it. It was above me the whole time. They were sending energy. Like all my answers were from above. Like literally, the more I get to understand these stars, the more I understand energy in general. It's like the highest level of understanding of the energy and how it works. So obviously that's why I was captivated by Steve's love tarot, because he's watching them. He says he's not a fucking astrologer, but he's the closest thing I've ever seen to one. The most accurate. And then I found another one. And I haven't shared him with anybody, but he does these charts. And I started watching him and I started understanding. He's pulling in all the charts. He knows the degrees though. He was teaching me something interesting about today. He said, Jupiter is leaving your 8th house, or your 11th house. It's moving. So your focus is going to go from relationships now into career. And it's like, that's how it happens.
I want to be a title manager for a big.
Hey, dude.
They make good money, like $60,000 a year.
Dude. That's very poetic, because I love dogs, and I worked in a dog daycare, and I sat there and worked while your dad went to veterinarian school because of his love for dogs.
Priestess came over for the Navy.
I love dogs. They do bite though. He used to be brave enough to get in the fights. I wouldn't, but he had all that experience with all those country dogs. I wasn't getting in no dog fights. Going back to it, so symbols, they're trying to show you images. They just pop up. So, and that's in my last video. All day she couldn't find her vape. All day she couldn't find it. She thought she left it at a neighbor's house. And then finally I was like, do you think that dude took it? And she's like, nah. And then she was sitting there in the middle of the video and she opened up her closet and she grabbed in a jacket. She's like, God just told me. I was like, and that's where it is. She saw the image. All of a sudden she saw where it was. And that's it. It's like, I don't know where it is. I'll remember. And then you see the image. They show you where it was. They show you the image of where this thing is. I remember. You didn't fucking remember. They showed you. You couldn't remember when you needed to. But then you were in a place of spaced out and it came to you, correct? Yup. 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 Who's they? Depends. You're getting all kinds of imagery. Watch out for the ones your mind makes up. Some people try to force dreams, particularly if they are intent on getting answers about the future or past lives. You try to do that in, oh yeah, astral traveling. This action puts one in conflict with the guardian of the threshold, who allows dreams of this kind when the person is emotionally and mentally and spiritually prepared. Wolfman tried to force it. He's trying to force to go into the places. He's trying to force himself into the higher realms. Your mind would crush it. There's so many books about this. Fuck, I have to show you such basics to understand fear. You have to understand fear to understand how to get into those realms. Because even though you think you're going into the light, bro, you have to go into the dark. I'm seeing this thing. It's like, take him into the woods. I know you travel the woods, but while you're in there, you're afraid. And you can't sense what's out there. So if you can't sense it, you know what I mean? You're not ready for it. Because it's really right here. And especially out there. Why do you think the witches go into the woods at night? What do you think we're doing out there? We're communing with spirit. So in the essence, it's like you want to be part of this. I posted that. Sorry, I'm getting all these downloads of what I did today. Like, where the fuck was I all day? You guys are trying to access your higher self, who you were and your better version of yourself. I'm unleashing it. We've already gone past the accessing of it. How do you do that? By brave steps of the heart, saying those things that you're like giggly or scared to say, and you know what I mean, doing the things those things, not pushing your physical limits, but pushing your emotional and mental limits. That's how you enter. I've said this over and over and over. I'm just gonna leave it alone. It's like you're not there. You're not ready. This person is emotionally, mentally, and spiritually prepared. If people deliberately force their way through the gate, the outcome may range from unpleasant dreams to disastrous repercussions on mental and emotional levels. And that's it. You have this nightmare and you can't shake it. It just keeps, you woke up from a nightmare and you can't shake it. And you're not straight no more, dude. Oh, God. Until they are prepared to face all that they are now, have been in past lives, and will be in the future, the total truth of everything pleasant and unpleasant, it's best to leave this gate under the control of the guardian. The guardian of the threshold is an outer world entity that guards the gateway into the subconscious, and thus the superconscious mind. The guardian does more than regulate the type of dream you have. It also has jurisdiction over whether you enter certain areas of other worlds or are turned back. He said it in his video, his last one. He posted this video where he had, I don't know, his fucking ritual in Peru where he's throwing up in a bucket. So funny to me. Why do you do such things? Come on. Anyways, he says he's standing at this black hole, and Archangel Michael will not let him go in there. They won't let him go in. I told you can't go in there, bro. You're not mentally, and that's exactly what I said. Everything, you have to face your own fears before you could ever face fear. God is fear. Have you ever, I don't know what you guys think he looks like. I don't know what you think he feels like. I don't know what you think he is. You've put him in this form. He's in a box. You put him in a body or something. Gosh, you tremble at the sound and sight of God. You can't. There's so many layers protecting you from God. Really? Yeah. There will be a time in your spiritual growth when the guardian will challenge you. If you cannot successfully pass the challenge, which is different for every person, you're not allowed to continue at that time into deeper mysteries. So in the beginning when I met him, I already sensed the shit off of him. I said, I'll meet you in the fucking astrals. Meaning, wait till we go to sleep. And I've already threatened him. I've already told him, I'll see you when you go to sleep. I've told him that 1,000,000 times. Were you dreaming about me? Did you see me in your dreams? In the essence, I can travel through there. I can do it right here, and you won't have the dream till later. Really? Yeah, but time doesn't exist. That's the thing. It's your access point. I see that, oh, he's scheduled to have a dream. Let's put this, hey, I want him, and that's how scary it is I can't say this or think about these things. I gave him one irritating case of booty burn, didn't I, though? And he did not enjoy his visit with his prize winner, like I told you he wouldn't. And then he started to realize, I got some fucking power over here, and he better get his shit together. Realistically, yeah, but I told him I'd meet him in the astrals, and the very next day my spirit guide says he doesn't have the ability. He doesn't have the ability to travel through the astrals. What is that? Time and space? The dream world? Consciousness? Everything? There are four basic types of dreams. The dream in which your subconscious mind sorts out all the day's events are most common and frequent. And that's because you're not processing it. If you don't process your day out, then you got to spend most of your night processing it. And that's where you could wake up fucking tired. You spent your whole night processing. You weren't even sleeping, dude. You had to process all these fucking thoughts that you didn't think about before you went to bed. That's when you guys will get those messages. He got one the other night. I'm not going to bed with this thought in my head. I'll wake up with this, and I won't have the fucking grounding to understand why I feel this way in the morning. I'll wake up upset about what I'm upset. Nope. Nope. I'm not waking up with any thoughts in my head in the morning. They're hard to deal with in the morning because I wake up with them on my body, on my chest. Just open my eyes and, I got the problems of last night on my chest. No, we don't do that. No, try not to. There are also the dreams that are actually astral projection and travel. These are frequently filled with symbolic images along with scenes and people you know. I do this in the daytime. The third category consists of dreams that are reliving past lives. I do this in the daytime. These often are most difficult to decipher, depending on whether the dream shows you only a few scenes, and I told you there's scenes, or goes on to greater detail. The fourth category of dreams consists of one that only conveys prophetic messages and portrays future events. And that's where I do that during the day. That's the Holy Spirit all day. They told me, they showed me, I don't even know you. Why'd she leave me with you? Why are you in my energy? Oh shit, you're a whole fucking fucked up. Get the fuck out of here. I literally went off on him. Really? In the dance I did around the parking lot, I've seen a million of you. Fucking get out of jail and fucking tell everyone how you're a changed man and you're fucking rehabilitated and you're trying to teach people how to be changed, and yet you're over here on the dark side about to flip out. Bullshit. You haven't faced your fucking, you haven't changed. You were in a changed atmosphere, not a changed mind. You have the same mindset, and you're going to do what that mind says, and you're going right back in time. That's what brought you here. Where did you come from? Grand Junction. What are you doing here? My friends and family. Support. Yeah, I bet. My mom wanted to see me. I bet she already triggered you too. She fucking did. Alright then, what are you doing? You're going to fucking end up fucking this all up. Going back to some old shit. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's what you're not supposed to know. If you make a plan, you're going to plan to fail, because that fucking mind is always going to take you back. Let it fucking go. Let go, let God. Is that how it worked? I don't think so. No, he's doomed. Really? Yeah, I didn't stop him. I just told him what I saw. And that was that yesterday. Don't tell them that they're doomed. Bitch, you're doomed. You're not going to bring that energy over here. You didn't come to help her. She's in a good place, and you came to feed off of her goodness and ask her how to make your life better. She can't help you. Nobody helped her. You're not going to tear her down. Really? Yeah? And that's the truth. You guys come to us because, we feel good, and we're so wise, and we can help you, and we can make you feel better about your fucking problems, and blah, 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 blah. What did you bring me? Why are you here? What have you come for? To make yourself feel better? What's the exchange? What's the exchange here? Just saying. Anyways, prophetic messages and portray the future events. I see it. And that's why. And I told him that. I was like, time goes in a circle, bro. It just goes like this. If you don't change, you're going this way. If you do change, you might go up to another level and go like this. That's all you do. And then you'll get to a spot, and then you'll shut yourself down, and now you have to replay, get yourself back up. That's all time does. You're going in a circle, bro. I'll see you at the same place, same time next year. We're on time loops, bro. How do you change it? Change your fucking behaviors. Do something you never fucking do. Stop doing what you always do. Stop thinking how you always think. That's where it is. It's all in the mind. My reality shifts and changes only because I think differently. Therefore, I'm on a different path. My wants, my desires, my ambitions change every Friday. I am faced with a hard truth that I need to actually take action on. I need to stop thinking this way, and I need to go a different direction with my fucking life. Every Friday, every fucking Friday. And actually Mondays, Wednesdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, any day. I realize that this is not useful thinking. I have to break this pattern right now and change my life now. This has been holding me back. I'm done with this. Otherwise, you're just on a loop. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. DJ. Scratch the fucking record. Who is it? Chicka, 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 chicka. Slim Shady. After 53 years? Jesus, what a time loop. Are we stuck in a time loop? Guess who's back? Back again. Fuck. Does this guy ever die? It's like fucking Jason and shit. Just kidding. The shit that nightmares are made of. So we're talking about dreams. Oh, he's so dreamy. Okay, dream boy. The only way you can gain control over understanding your dreams and which type of dream you have is to keep a dream journal. By making the effort to understand the symbolic images you see each night. Guys, you want to be like me, but you can't be like me because you don't even fucking sleep well. You need a sleep number, remember? Therapeutic sleep number in your old age. Dude, that's the best thing. I said that at Chris's house. If there was only one thing I could take from that whole experience, it was that fucking mattress. I would have sold my soul for that mattress. Yeah? What was it? I think it was purple. I don't know, bro. But I could lay on it, and it was heaven. I could just fall asleep. There was no turning. There was no tossing. I had to share the bed with, my kids. So there was none of that. They could be bouncing and jumping and doing whatever they want, and I didn't feel shit, dude. It was the best sleep I ever had in all my life. So anyways, you can't do this, and that's why I'd be like, dude, 3 to 5, do or die. Huh? No, really, it always happens about 2 o'clock, bro. Seriously, I get burnt out. I'm like, the anticipation, I've done everything, and now I have like an hour before the kids come. And I just die. Really? And then I'm like, oh, God, they're going to be here. Get up. Do something. Oh, I can't. Really? Yeah, happens around that time. If I don't fall asleep before they get here, then I fall asleep right after they get here. But I have to be awake when they get here. Why? Because, what the fuck am I doing? It happens during the day. I've put in too many hours. I wake up pretty early, I do a lot of fucking channeling. That's it. What? Daydreaming? Daydreaming makes me tired. That's pretty funny, bro. I'm gonna put that. Can you remember that, Milia? I'll never remember these cool things. Oh, that was a good one. Anyways, keep a fucking journal. Write this shit down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. When your subconscious mind is sorting out daily problems and presenting you with symbolic imagery, it can be difficult to understand what it is actually being said and what it means. Some symbols have universal meaning that seem to come from deep within the superconscious. A generic mind, as I say this, I'm seeing the dream. I don't dream during the night. If I ever woke up remembering a person, I would always know it was important and to contact that person. I'd never remembered having dreams overnights my entire life. Well, it makes sense because my fucking conscious is all fucking fucked off. But I did have one. And I remember having it when I was young. I remember having it in my 20s. I remember having it in my 30s. It was a repetitive dream that I had. What was it? I was on the cliffs, Sunset Cliffs, which is in San Diego. It's in Point Loma, San Diego. There's lots of stories. I was on the cliffs over there in the dream. I'm sitting on the cliffs. It feels like I'm there, but the wave that comes in and takes me out, I know is not from there. I only seen those big surf waves later, and it was in Portugal. They have these big surf waves. So I see myself sitting on the ledge, right? What I think is Ocean Beach. This fucking wave, like a tsunami type wave, it pulls me out, and it's as big as those fucking waves, bro. And I make it to the other side, like Moana. But then I'm surrounded by fucking whales. Humpback whales. The big ones with the big fins. And they're flapping at me. And they're dropping their arms. And I just drop into the water. I don't know if they drowned me. But that's always the dream. And as I drop in, I wake up. I had that dream over and over. Now, as I say this, There was a nightmare-like vision I had during my awakening that scarred me, and I tried to understand it. It was one of the first visions, and I sat there trying to analyze this dream. It was a daydream. No, it was a dream I had at night, I think, multiple times during my awakening. I don't remember. The boys do. I had a fucking vision, a dream, something. It was a nightmare. It haunted the shit out of me. I have this vision that I'm sitting in a childlike form, and I'm playing with Russ in a childlike form, and we're playing in the dirt. And we're just in a sandbox, just playing. And all of a sudden, this is the vision. This is real, and it caused me so much upset when I had it. And all of a sudden, here comes Bobby, and he grabs my hand, and I have to get up, and I'm walking away with Bobby, and I'm looking back at Russ, and I'm crying so hard. And I don't want to leave Russ on the ground because we were having so much fun. I didn't know what that meant because during that time, I was literally going through 2 twin flames. I was being pulled probably by both of them in that time frame in the beginning. And this dream, like, it was kind of a nightmare, and it haunted me during my awakening. I think I spent like 3 weeks on it, meaning it repeated itself. But I didn't have dreams. I don't have dreams. If I see you in my dreams, it's scary. And that's why it was so big when I saw that shadow figure when I was waking. I don't know what I do when I sleep, but I do not dream. And all of this that it says, all of this, I do this all day, bro. With my eyes wide open while I'm sitting there talking to you. Let's see. Astral travel dreams frequently involve people with whom you are familiar or places you know. What you see and hear can later sustain, or what is this? Substinent? I don't know. These travels may be of a casual nature, or they may present you with information that is vital. If you should find yourself viewing an embarrassing situation, however, it is better if you do not share with others the fact that you saw what you did. What? If you should find yourself viewing an embarrassing situation, however, it is better if you do not share with others the fact that you saw what you did. I mean, are we talking about what I did in past lives? Because I've really kind of owned up to all that. I don't think you could persecute me for my past lives. Jesus said I'm forgiven, so, I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? Realistically, we could run around. That's when I pull the crazy card, when you try to start fucking persecuting me for my past lives. You're crazy. No, I'm crazy. You're crazy. You can't prove it. You already did. Shut up. Prove it. Past life dreams most commonly present the dreamer with a deeply emotional scene from the past. Oh, God. I told the twin flames not to do that. That shit hurts. I can see our past lives together. It's awful. I mean, yeah, sure, it's great, but it's awful. Because you see what we were versus what we are, and there's no way we can be. But then I already saw what we will be, so it's not really that. But you get stuck in the present. It's like the present circumstance is not so pretty. This scene has a great meaning of the present life. And that's where it is I can see how the past life is playing. Where are we at right now? I'm back with Hades. Persephone and Hades. Submission and shit. I'm trying to submit to a dude that I don't like. We're right where we're supposed to be, right? Could be an Aries. Leave me alone. Oh, he's nasty. See, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Accepting the fact that I was supposed to just give myself to you. Gosh damn it. He says it's going to be fun. Are you sure? Ugh, I think you need a spiritual cleanse. Anyways, this scene has great meaning in the present life. Sometimes it represents a problem with which you are again dealing. Other times the scene may show you have a certain phobia or are experiencing a particular illness or injury. Infrequently, these dreams will reveal entire large sections of a life or all of a life. Those can be extremely unsettling. And I told you that. Don't force me when I'm going through an integration. I'm literally getting the download of my entire life into my body. It hurts. It hurts to see the life I had and the life I'm stuck in. I hate this life. God. See what I mean? I've had so many lives. Great ones, beautiful ones, not so good ones. This one sucks. Oh, God, this sucks. Oh, it hurts. You get all the memories. You remember all the people. You remember the clothes. You remember everything that you held dear. You also remember the things you needed to fix, the things that you left. You remember. You remember. You remember how you died and what you forgot. I haven't got to the Morgan. I don't remember how I died. I don't remember what I'm missing from there. I don't force them. They hurt. When the Lilith came over me, oh my God, I couldn't even take it. I was fully of crying and tears. When I held the book, The Priestess of the Morgan, I cried. I cried so hard. When all of them come over, oh God, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad to be yourself again. It's really hard to put on your whole old life and be stuck in this life. And you can actually see them, and they can't see you. Oh God, it's harsh. Moving on. Fuck. They're extremely unsettling, as in no way can you avoid seeing the truth of what you once were. And that's what it is like, what were you in your past lives? I mean, I own up to what I am and what I did and what I said and what I saw. And that's it. It's like, I am what the fuck I say I am. You're going to try to kill God's chosen child, the demoness. You're going to kill the goddess of hell. I didn't say I was anything else. You're going to kill the goddess of hell with what? That's covered in the blood of Christ? Explain this to me. Am I not anointed? Am I not protected? Do the very angels that you pray to abominate me, do not protect me and guide me through the work to what? To your salvation, you fucking losers? You bite the very hand that feeds you, you motherfuckers? Sorry. Breathe. I'm sorry, what's your name? Russ? Your name's Russ? And you're a mommy's boy? Oh, that's so fucking lovely. That's so fucking lovely. You deserve that. You didn't want to be daddy's boy, so you had to be mommy's little girl, huh? That's fucking karma. It's karma. You wouldn't do what your father said, so now you can't break what your mom said. That's so fucking karma, you little fucking Luciferian, you little bitch. You won't do what God says, and that's what it is. You have to go against that bitch to go back to God. And you made her your God. Ugh. Power to the pussy. Pussy. You fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. Sorry, my ego's coming in. Don't get me started on Marshall. Oh my God. Oh my God, Becky. Does he call himself Eminem? He's damaged by the troubles of women. That's so fitting. All the women, conquered every fucking woman. You slept with everything. Everything in the universe. Everything. One and done. That is so fucking fitting. I told you. They couldn't keep themselves to themselves. They didn't care if they had wives. They touched the mortals. They touched whatever. He fucked everything in the fucking universe. Now he can't even get it up. He's a chronic fucking fuck himself. Masturbator. And that's what it is. He likes the blowjob, right? That's what you were looking for. You want to see the ejaculation of another man because you're not ejaculating in a woman's mouth. Welcome to hell! Welcome to hell! Oh, you're trying to convince me that you have a lovely marriage? Really though? Is that lovely? How lovely is it? Shut up. I hate this fucking life. I'm just here to do my job. What do I gotta do? Fucking have a fucking happy family? Fucking hell on earth. God damn it. Gotta do what he says though. Persephone. Fucking fuck the system. Anyways. You know who you are in the dream, even though you may not recognize that you are different than you are now. I don't give a fuck. One day Amelia's gonna get the downloads. I've been telling her whole fucking life she's Joan of Arc. Then when she wakes up and remembers it, she's gonna shave her head and fucking cut off everybody's fucking dick. She's gonna fucking kill she's gonna take down fucking countries when she gets that download. Mr. Plum already had him, bro. He had him in his dream. I was like, I told him, I was like, that's your past life. That was your past life, bro. As I say that, do you see my, you can't see it, she's not there. My page is shaking on my, oh, this is crazy. Really? Yeah, they try to show you all the time. You don't want to fucking face it. Why? Because you don't want to take the fucking accountability that that's what brought you here. Prophetic dreams are the most frustrating type of dreams. Usually they will present you with an event or circumstance, whether mundane or disastrous, but will not reveal the date or event of exact place. Oh, I'm seeing California knows how to part. But yeah, I can't predict it. And that's where I'm like, I can see them. Typically it's 333. What have I noticed? 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I haven't seen anything go 3 years. Really? Yeah. So like when I say things, I see them like within threes. But like California, And I said that yesterday. You know what I mean? I didn't see when the death angels come for Kanye. I didn't see a time stamp on that bitch. I only saw the action. I saw them come from the ground up. I was trying to explain to it. They're coming for him. I can't tell you when that happens. And that was it. When I asked God, I said, God, is it true? Will California really fall into the water? And he showed me. And he showed me confirmation through science. He started showing me that the fault line was going to fucking fall. And then they had all those fires. It all happened right after. Really? Fucking swear to God. He was in the middle of my talking. He said, if you guys fucking go out here and do these stupid fucking tours, God will take down the fucking airplanes that you ride. For fucking weeks. For the first time in history, in man's history, we watched airplanes fall from the sky. Airplanes and helicopters, one after another. That happened in 2025, and it's never happened ever. Occasionally, but not like this. Every fucking week they were falling out of the ground, once a month to every week. Small planes all across America, all across the world, bro. It was real. When I said that, as I stood there as Isis and I watched as what God would put down on Egypt, I said, I watched God. I watched them throw the babies off the fucking wall. The very next day, a 7-year-old child fell out of the window of the 7th floor. Or an 11-year-old child fell off the window of the 7th floor while I was outside. I had my headphones on. I didn't know. I felt it. I just didn't know what was going on. I felt all kinds of shit. My spirit told me. I saw the mother on the back of the building. I went to take out my trash and she was screaming. And I said, what is it? She said, my spirit said, she's crying like someone has died. I didn't know that the child had fell on an awning on the 2nd floor. So I believed the child had died at that moment. It wasn't until we got new information. I see these things of the past, and then without knowing, they come right away. So every time I see them, I'm like, I see it, guys. We're going to have fucking floods. We're going to have tornadoes. I see these things. I can't tell you when they're coming, but if I see them, then that's it. They're coming. And even though it might be the past, they're just showing me how it happened in the past. Really? Yep. I predicted all those floods in the South. I told them it would happen. How did I know? Because I said, if I stay in Colorado and I pull in the cold air, it's going to wash away the South. And I'm not going to be responsible for this. And it did. The day that happened in Houston, Bobby was in Houston. I was talking to him. And he pissed me off. He said something stupid. I don't want to have these deep conversations. Can't we talk about the weather? I said, do you want me to fucking send you weather? The next day it flooded the whole fucking thing. I didn't know if he got out. I knew it was my fault because I had put my feelings into it with such anger. I'll show you fucking weather. That's all I said. I didn't see it. I said it. I didn't see it. I said it. That's what makes me a powerful alchemist and why I sit here and I'm like, I didn't mean that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Please don't make that. Please don't make that. When you understand the power that God gives you to create with your words, it becomes dangerous. That's where you're like, oh, I gotta reword this. The universe is listening. You will know what will happen by what you see, and perhaps even get a sense of the place by the sensory. You may hear the voice of someone you cannot see telling you what is happening. And I'm like, going back to Lewis, I saw that Lewis is in 3rd place in the Mexico race. I saw him win 3rd place. I thought he was going to win last week in 3rd place. I was like, it's got to be Austin. It's your favorite place. But Viva la Mexico, and he's in 3rd place. I saw him win 3rd place. I saw it. It happened. How did this not happen is what I told him last week. I saw it. What'd you do? You fucked up the vision. I saw you win 3rd place. You win 3rd place. When it came down to the Eagles winning winning the Super Bowl, where was I? I was shoveling snow at the Federal Building. I told them to stop the car because I sensed something. I ran up and it was an eagle in the trees. And we were taking pictures of it. And then it flew across. At the very moment it flew across, the other truck fucking jackknifed itself, which was crazy. And that was when I got the download. The Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. I literally saw one and it flew across and it had nothing to do with, but that's how I knew. This was 2 weeks because the Commanders were playing that day. It was 2 weeks before they were even decided to be the players. You know what I mean? When Marshall went to San Francisco, I told him that they're not going to win. Why? Because I'd seen it. I don't know unless I see it, but I could also ask and I can feel if it's a yes or no. And sometimes I can't feel. They won't let me know. Really? Yeah, I just see shit. If you are fortunate, the voice may reveal where the scene is taking place. Most dreams in this category take the form of disaster. You will not be able to stop the future disaster, but I guarantee you will worry about it. Okay, so everybody's worried about the famine, and that's what it is. I did all of my magic. Why would he have had me do magic to stop it if he wasn't going to stop it? I said, I believe in fate. I believe in his miracles. I was like, it's not about Trump. God made me do all this belief that he's not going to let the people go hungry. I said, I believe in him. And if there's anything I know about God, he waits till the last fucking minute. He might not pay your bill on the day that it's due. He might stress you for a day or two. But he's got everybody on their knees right now. He's bringing everybody on their knees, praying to him. Please, God, please provide us food. Please, God, give us this day our daily bread. Please, God, make sure that my family has a Thanksgiving supper. Please, God, please make sure that we have money come through, or we have food. You guys are so fucking douchebag about this. Food stamps can only be used for food items. That's how that works, bro. We're not spending them on fucking anything else. And in most states, Colorado passed it. Starting next year, you can't buy candies or sodas or any of that. You can't buy a lot of stuff. No hot foods, none of that shit, right? So it's like, you know what I mean? The government is holding back literally food from the people because we can't do anything else with it. It's literally what we use for food. But the famines will come. And that's why we're guided to grow our own food. The famines will come. I assure you of that. That won't necessarily have to do with the government. That'll be the weather. It's in the Bible, bro. And something like this, you know what I mean, starving Americans, that will cause a revolution against the government. You got to be honest, and that's what everybody hates. There's too many Americans dependent off the U.S. government. They made it that way. They made it that way. It's not a helpful tool. They made people dependent. How can a fucking woman or man with 2 children get off of government aid if all their government aid is $300 a month? How can they provide gas money, food money, electric, and a phone to get to a job? To get to a job. Just a job. That's what you want, right? You want them to get a job. But we're talking about also rural neighborhoods, bro, where there are no jobs available. Even with $300 a month, they're not going to get a house. And with $300 a month, can they make it 50 miles a day to that job because they live in rural? You know what I mean? I'm just trying to point all this out. It's like that goes down even to healthcare and shit. The fucking America is dependent off the government. It sucks. And as the more of it shuts down, you realize how many more people were dependent off it. We're all dependent off of this fucking system, this broken system. And he puts himself above it all. As it falls, he's the leader of it all. He comes in with that magic pen and paper, and he is the savior. Bullshit, isn't it though? But going back to it, it's like, I don't see this. I saw God fixing this. Why would he have done all that magic? He didn't have me do that magic for my glory. He did it for his, so that you guys can see that this was his plan, and I just honored his plan. And meanwhile, for some reason, my dog tore up a $5 bill, so I have a tore up $5 bill, and I'm going to do another ceremony probably tomorrow. He's going to reign no matter what. I'm just making the offerings to it. He's going to answer the prayers of the American people, even if the government doesn't. He will weigh on their hearts. He will make sure. That's what you don't understand. He is above them. He will make things right, and that's what we're here to do. He's destroying things, and he's making it right. He will make sure that we do not go hungry. But he will also teach us a strong lesson about self-sufficiency, and that's what Baba Yaga teaches. To understand that, you would have had to catch what I posted on my community page. I'm sitting there watching cartoons with the girl just brushing her hair, and all of a sudden, I'm not paying attention. I'm just brushing her hair, and Morgan says, "Who's Baba Yaga?" And I'm like, "Baba Yaga?" I was like, she's a Slavic witch, and she lived in the fucking woods, and she had a house that was made of chicken legs. And then I was like, "Why did you ask?" And she points at the screen, and all of a sudden it pops up, and it's Baba Yaga and her hut. And I started laughing, and I was like, God's trying to tell me what to teach tonight. That's a whole stage of loss. Self-sufficiency, all on your own. It's about a girl, Vasilisa. They sent her out there to die. Her stepmother sent her out there to die. She knew this witch would eat her ass up. But she got out there, and she had a couple spirits to guide her through, and she left the witch with the power to take down her fucking mother, and everything worked out. But they sent her out there to die. They sent this little girl out to the witch. They were sure this witch would kill her. And she came back. And with what she came back was enough to destroy those that sent her out there like that. It's a great story. Anyways, moving on. These are prophetic shit. That's where it is. I get downloads all the time. And that's what people want. They want my ability to do what I do, but they don't want to do what I do. They want the final outcome, but they don't want to do the work. They don't want to cry, bro. They don't want to do what I said. That's why it is you don't want to face these feelings. You see what they do to me, and you're like, ooh, that's so sad. Just shut up. And then I tell you for 3 days I can't get out of the house, and my fucking body aches, and I fucking can't eat, and I'm fucked off. And you're like, oh, she's crazy. You fucking get out of my face. I'll fucking punch you in the face right now. You will not be able to stop the future disaster, but I guarantee you will worry about it. By the time that a future event becomes so solid in its outcome as it appears in prophetic dreams, it is beyond anyone's control to force change. I told them, a year before fucking Trump became the president that he was going to. I made a public announcement. Scroll through my videos. It shows Kamala. The day that Biden stepped down, I was told to I think it was the day that he took a fucking whatever. It was between those days. God said I had to speak and tell them what he's doing. That this is a decoy. It's not going to happen. He will be our president. It's not because I voted for him. And everybody thought that was so weird because I moved to fucking Oklahoma and now I became a Trump supporter. It was never that. It never has been. I see what God uses him for, which is the destruction of the old ways so that we can create the new ways. Somebody had to come in, and America had never had its dictator. It was our time. All great dynasties must fall, guys. And we can't make America great on old traditions. That's what he's trying to do, make America great again. He wants to tear out all of what we are to make us what we were, and he thinks that's going to make everything better. Well, for the older generation, they totally are for that, and they wave that flag and wear that hat. But for those of us that have embraced the innovative ways of the future and are trendy to the new, you know what I mean, creative possibilities, we don't see that. We see that as destruction, not as, you know what I mean, it's not procreation, it's destruction. And that's what he's doing, is trying to, you know what I mean, implement all these old behaviors. And that's what's going to cause people to rise up against the patriarchy. We will tell, I've seen this. The Civil War happens. We tear ourselves apart from within. We have no foreign enemies, and that's when they come. No foreign enemy has ever, other than 9/11, has ever penetrated our fucking fields. And that's what they realized. When that happened, we became more united. And that's what, you know what I mean, I'm seeing Loki. That's what it was made to do, is have them tear each other, you know, in the Winter Soldier. Have them tear each other from inside, tear each other apart. It didn't matter. You can look at that whole story, and that's exactly how mankind is. If you find out that this person wronged your family, you're going to kill them. You cannot stop yourself from your rage, just like fucking Stark. Just like Tony Stark. It didn't matter. I don't care. I don't care that my parents are dead. I don't care. I seek revenge. That's what starts this. You seek revenge. I tried to stop it in the beginning when it started to become racial. It became racial right away. When they put a black woman up there, it became a racial war. It had nothing to do with the parties. It became all kinds of ugly. It happens. I assure you of that. And I already fucking told you he extends his stay. He will stay longer than these 4 years. He breaks all rules. I've seen it. I don't want to accept it. I'm just telling you to prepare yourself for what God has planned. It's not this man. It's God's plan. Understand that. God said in the very beginning that the Jewish people would suffer dearly. He did not lie. They have suffered this whole time. He said they would, a great suffering since the beginning of time. It is what it is. You just don't want to accept the truth, bro. You don't want to see it. I have to see it. I can't live in the lies that you guys do in the video game world. Since all dreams arise from the subconscious and the superconscious minds, you should make an effort to understand them as best as you can. The following dream dictionary will help you, especially in interpreting the images that have universal meaning. Nonetheless, you will have to interpret many of the symbols according to your personal feelings. For example, cats in a dream can mean bad luck to someone who dislikes cats. For a cat lover, the meaning would be a good luck. Depends upon how the cat was behaving in a dream. And that's what it is. A lot of people's omens of crows, they think someone's going to die. I'm always around the crows. They see them as a bad omen. They're just my protectors. They're like butterflies to me. You know what I mean? Certain things like that. You see them as, you know what I mean? A lot of things they see as omens. And that's it. It's like, you know, the cross is a symbol, and it makes you feel a certain way every time you see that symbol. So it's a lot of symbolic images. You'll start seeing, I'm going to have to share them with you. You'll start seeing runes. You'll start seeing fucking sigils. You'll start seeing all of the alphabets of time. Sigils, I guess, whatever. You'll start seeing constellations. You'll start seeing what we call as the light codes. They're symbols that stand out. You're reading a sentence and all of a sudden one word seems bolded. It pops out of the sentence. Something. There's always something. Really? Yeah. I try to teach you that during the day so you can recognize it during the day. Otherwise, you would be like that movie in Inception, putting yourself to sleep. And that's what you guys are doing all the time with drugs and alcohol. You're trying to numb your mind. You're trying to go into an altered state of consciousness by something, whatever your patterns are. You're trying to exit the mind. The only way out is in. And every yogi and guru has always told you that. You're just not going to like what's in there. And I am the one that tells you what's in there. With full fucking, you know what I mean? With full transparency, because I can see it. The nudity and the pain and the suffering and the boiling and the pus and what it smells like. Can't tell you what it really is, but I could sure the fuck tell you what it feels like.
Some people who work at like bra stores when boyfriends are getting them.
Oh, wow.
And they ask for the size, like, I can't tell you what it sounds like.
So let's see. Let's go through some of these symbolisms you might be seeing in your dreams. Airplanes. This symbolizes an approaching period of excitement and relaxation for the dreamer. It can also mean coming success. Animals. The symbol depends on whether the animal is friendly or threatening and what the dreamer feels about the animal. I have this dream, right? It really happened when I was a kid, where we used to live over there by Chris's. There was a wild dog, and it was running, and it looked vicious, and instead of running, I closed my eyes. I knew it was running at me. It was a black dog, and I saw it coming down I saw it running, and I just closed my eyes. And it came up, and it sniffed me, and it ran away. I don't know if it was going to attack someone else, but I saw that in real life, as we're talking about this. Usually animals represent people and the dreamer's relationship to them. Automobile. Riding in a car that is out of control indicates a loss of direction in life, or that a dreamer feels that they have no control over what is happening in life. Driving a car or keeping control represents the dreamer being on the right life track. Birds are messengers or bringers of omens, good or bad. If the bird is aggressive, it can represent jealousy. If it is a thief, such as a magpie or a crow, it can represent the possible threat to a relationship. Those are the only animals that I'm always around. You'll always see the magpies and the crows around me. Always? Yeah, all the rest of them, but hello? What do you think that is? That black and white? This is magpie. And most of these, that's my crow feather. They're all blackbirds. Not too many white birds. And doves and shit. I have turtle doves and stuff, but not too many. Bones. Broken bones represent weakness in which the dreamer needs to be aware. Bare bones symbolize the end of a relationship or cycle of life. Bottles describe the meaning of a symbol depending on what the bottle holds. If it holds gas or other dangerous ingredients, the dreamer may be repressing deep anger or frustration. Yeah, obviously if you want to bomb something. If the bottle contains nothing or something innocuous, the symbol can mean the dreamer feels bottled up or stifled. Bridges signify a change either in the present or coming future. The smoothness of a transition depends on the condition of the bridge and the self-difficulty or ease in which you cross it. Guys, it's in fucking alphabetical order, and I've only got through the B's. I can't do this with you. It does only go 4 pages. But I'm not going to do this with you. Why? Because we have a whole nother book. I'm going to stop there. We're going to stop for the night. But I'm going to show you this book. Again, I was, in all of my works, when I started doing shadow work, all of my cards kept referencing some guy named Carl Jung. So I asked, as I told in the video last night, I asked him to connect with this spirit. It is my understanding that spirit has took form, but I can access the super mind, as they called it, the superconscious mind. I can access the information of that, the higher self, but that spirit is incarnated as I am. So to access that spirit, I'll have to wait until time to access them directly face to face. We'll have to make a physical connection, but I could still access them. Later, I went looking for some of his studies, and I found this one, Man and His Symbols. This book, which was the last piece of work undertaken by Jung before his death in 1961, provides a unique opportunity to assess his contribution to life and thought of our time, for it was also his first attempt to present his life work in psychology to a non-technical public. What emerges with great clarity from this book is that Jung had done immense service both psychologically as a science to our general understanding of man in society by insisting that the imaginative life must be taken serious in its own right as the most distinctive characteristic of human beings. What is this? It's about symbols. It's about dream analogs. You can smell the age on this book. Really? Yeah, I can. It smells old. The realization of the shadow is where I keep turning to. And it's funny because there's the king in his little kingdom. 17th century alchemist manuscript depicts a king who has fallen ill, a common symbolic image of the emptiness and boredom in the consciousness that marks the initial stage of the individualization process. You're bored with life. You need a change. But get ready to change your underwear. So we always turn to this page because that's always where I'm working with. It's okay, there's the story of the Frenchman. We've got through that. There's the picture of Hitler. We got through that. When dark figures turn up in our dreams and seem to want something, we cannot be sure whether they personify merely a shadowy part of ourselves or the self, or both at the same time. Divining in advance whether our dark part symbolizes a shortcoming that we should overcome or a meaningful bit of life that we should accept. This is one of the most difficult problems that we encounter in the way of individualization. Moreover, the dream symbols are often so subtle and complicated that one cannot be sure of their interpretations. In such a situation, all one can do is accept the discomfort of ethical doubt, making no final decisions or commitments or continuing to watch the dream. This resembles the situation of Cinderella when her stepmother threw a heap of good and bad peas in front of her and asked her to sort them out. Though all seemed quite hopeless, Cinderella began patiently. This is the story. Okay, they're saying this is the story of Cinderella, but this is the type of shit that Vasilisa had to do. She had to count the beans. No, she had to count the stars in the sky. Was one of them. She gave her 3 tasks. Impossible tasks. But the Holy Spirit gave her the answer, and then she knew that she was covered by fate, because there's no way that she could have had that answer. But it was impossible shit like this. Cinderella began patiently to sort the peas, and suddenly doves or ants in some version came to help her. This is Vasilisa's story, dude. This creature symbolizes helpful, deeply unconscious. I have to stop there, because again, Baba Yaga came. So she came to say, you're going to read the wrong story tonight. Really? It's in my book. What I call is my Bible. The beginning of your awakening, the dark night of the soul. Baba Yaga, which I turned to Fortuna, is before Fortuna, which is fate. No, it's after Fortuna. Baba Yaga. Let me see. Banishing negativity. Let me tell you the story of Vasilisa. It's true. His new wife moved in along. Okay, so Vasilisa's father wished to marry again. His new wife moved in along with her 2 daughters, but none of them could compare to Vasilisa's sweet, kind character and sweet, serene beauty. So she sends her away, right? The whole village knew of Baba Yaga and how she loved to eat people, particularly children. So Vasilisa was rather disturbed by the prospect of looking for her in the dark forest. What happened? The stepmother, while the father was out, the stepmother told her to go there and get something from her. You know what I mean? Just a side quest. It's like, I need you to do something for me. In the hopes that this fucking witch would eat up this little girl. And this little girl wouldn't be daddy's favorite. It's the same story, just a little bit more sinister. She came to the forest, and Vasilisa came across the clearing and lit up by skulls mounted on the top of the fence. And those are those skulls. It represents the goddess Kali. It's the same thing, different entities, right? Beyond the fence was a house that stood on chicken legs. As she gasped and spun around the face of her, the chicken legs knelt down and lowered the hut. And that's what I saw in this video. Her daughter was watching some kids show, and they were telling scary stories of fucking Baba Yaga. Alright, so let's see. Here it is, right here. I told you. Baba Yaga following the morning, Vasilisa looked out the window and watched Baba Yaga fly above the forest in a giant motar, and that's why I have a pestle and a motar, until she was out of sight. She despaired at the ridiculous chore. How could she possibly pick the black peas out of the sack filled with millions of white peas, as she was instructed? Suddenly she looked up at the sound of a horse. She wished for all that she might be rescued, and when she turned back to the task at hand, she found that the peas had already been sorted into 2 piles, one black, one white. I told you, this wasn't the story of Cinderella. This was Vasilisa and Baba Yaga. I could tell you the story about Baba Yaga, but let's tell you why we're being brought here. It's about emotional development. As you look at the natural world, and signs of life, death, and rebirth are all around you. The cycles of days and nights, the waxing and waning of the moon and the sun, the turning of the seasons, and the wheel of the year reflect your life. Within the darkness, Baba Yaga comes the opportunity to return to earth, to gestate, to regroup, to prepare to rebirth from the form of an unexpected change that she now offers you. It's the Tower. The changes can be anything from life changes, one such as a worldwide pandemic, or the challenge it can bring to smaller but potentially equally challenges such as a job loss, relationship breakups, moving house, or medical diagnosis. With every challenge Baba Yaga brings comes renewal and new opportunity. Welcome to the death, transformation, and rebirth phase. We can call it Baba Yaga, we can call it Scorpio season, we can call it Halloween, we can call it the crone season, we can call it the end of the year, we can call it winter and autumn. Call it what you want to call it, but this is what happens at this time. All things must die so that we can be reborn in the first light. Easter is resurrection, right? Okay, let me tell you a secret about Easter. Easter is planned after the first full moon of the spring equinox. The first light is known as the Resurrection Sunday. They took the pagan holiday, but it wasn't, because that's what it is. That's the time when things are reborn. You can't have new life right now, guys. You can't create anything new right now. You can try, but it's going to be failed. You can plant seeds right now in the cold ground, like I am. Put in applications for, the future, but it won't grow until spring. It needs the sun. It needs the action of God. God's not moving. Little by little, we're going deeper into the dark. You can't grow weed right now. You can't grow tomatoes. You can't grow a new life right now. You cannot take on any new projects in real life. You can, but they won't bear any fruit. It's done. It's the end of the year. Let it sink in. Don't let it, The new year doesn't start January 1st. If that's how we're saying it, then New Year started the full moon of Aries. New Year starts on Halloween. New Year starts January fucking 1st. New Year, then we have Chinese fucking New Year's. Then we have the astrological New Year's that starts in Aries season. What new year do you want? They're all different years. You can be new at different times, but this is not the time. This is the time to let go, so that new things can be born. It's not after going after new things. This is a death. This is where you shed your skin. The leaves fall, and so shall you. Things need to fall off. Realistically, you're about to put on your winter coat, bro. Just like the animals. You should be putting on a couple pounds. It should start happening right away. Really? Yeah, it doesn't happen on Thanksgiving, douchebags. You didn't gain 10 pounds in Thanksgiving. You gained 7, and then those extra 3 made you feel fat. Don't stop there. Christmas is right around the corner. It's a season. What the fuck else are you supposed to do when it's cold, other than sleep and eat? We tried to do that during all of COVID. We didn't know what to do. So we tried to bring that pattern in, and I got fat as fuck, realistically. But anyways, going back to it, there was nothing else. We were forced into dormancy. It's what's happening. Accept this time. It's a death of the old, transformation, and the rebirth will come. Don't be expecting it to happen but before the light. This is a perfect opportunity to plant seeds so that they can harden in the ground and grow real strong. But they're not going to grow during the frozen winter. It's basic fucking understanding. I'm not what am I manifesting for a new year? The little things that I need to feed off of for this year, and that's what I said. I need to make sure that we're fed for our birthdays and the holidays. But next year, you know what I mean? That's what we're planning for. It's next year. It's done. Don't try to overdo it in the next couple months. That's not what this is about. Baba Yaga wants you to develop your own power and self-sufficiency. So to seek Baba Yaga is to seek death of some part of you. She will destroy what no longer serves your highest purpose to create space for better change and to allow something fresh and new to flourish. Even if I didn't understand how the dreams were going to take us here, it made sense. God knew I was going to open that book and be brought to here. It was a big fat circle. Did you see that? I told you. Otherwise, did I get any downloads? Not really. I told you what I got today. Baba Yaga is not interested in those that choose to be powerless. And that's what could have pissed him off too. I yelled at all of you. I said, you're fucking powerless pussies. You're powerless to your fucking wives. You're powerless to your careers. You're powerless. You have no fucking freedoms. And you hate me for the freedoms that I fought so hard to have. What did I fight? The persecution of others and my pride? To be called fucking useless and powerless? Their ability, that's all they get to do is call me useless. But I have the most purposeful job in the whole universe. And that's where it is. I heard that. It's like, not everyone can be like you. And I'm like, what? Give up? Surrender. As I am in Persephone, so are you. You must surrender. Give up. Stop trying to hold it together. I heard a terrible video. I wanted to believe that's not what's going on in your home. I hope that's not what's going on, but I know it is, and that's why I try so, cryingly to get you guys out of these broken homes, these broken relationships, these broken jobs, these broken families, these broken fucking... It's broken, bro. You keep thinking you're going to fix what? Something that was broken since the beginning? You can't... Why are you spending all this time fixing it? Why don't you want something whole? Her medicine encourages you to accept difficulty and work towards solutions with hard labor. There's a reference to Baba Yaga with John Wick. I never watched the John Wick movies, but they're telling me. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I never watched the movie is what I'm saying, but there's a reference to her in that movie or something. She has no time for victims, so although you may feel your circumstances were caused by the action of others, Baba Yaga does not care. To her, what caused your situation in the past, and she knows that I just got a terrible download. She knows that the only thing oh God. She knows that the only thing you can decide on is how to move forward. She's happy for you to use your power to overcome those who have harmed you, but understand that you have to have that power means letting go of victimhood and realizing that abuse continues while you dwell on it long after actual events themselves have passed. I got a terrible download right there. What was it? He gets caught for cheating and blames me. Morgan said you're going to get caught. I had a vision that we got caught. That's why I didn't go to your hotel. I had a vision we got caught like that. You're bound to get caught. Because you won't just tell the truth. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse until you do get caught. Because you won't just tell the truth. And it's worse when you get caught up in a fucking lie. Why didn't you just tell the truth? Oh, man, oh, man. You're going to blame me. No, it's her. I didn't do nothing. I loved you more than she ever could. She's... Oh, dude, you guys have a fucked up relationship. Both of you are fucking around on each other. Oh, God. I hate God right now. I don't choose to be part of this. If I had any choice, I'd walk away from this. I tried since the moment I woke up to walk away from this, to not be part of any part of this. My heart chooses to fight for it. Same with Russ. Do you know how humiliating it was to keep trying to get Russ out of a situation as he was digging himself deeper and deeper and deeper in it? Russ, just leave, bro. Just leave. I forgive you, bro. I'll help you figure this out. Get the fuck out, Russ. Get the fuck out, Russ. It's funny that, you know, Kim Kardashian wants to walk around saying she has a Stockholm Syndrome when she was with Kanye. But we can all look back because they fucking publicly documented their whole fucking life. Who the fuck was stuck in that house with you? You weren't fucking stuck with him. She stuck with him. He was stuck with you. He had Stockholm Syndrome. You're fucking projecting. He didn't make any rules. He tried to break them. You brought him into your life and told him how to play with the Barbies in the Barbie house. He did as well as he could until it destroyed him like it does every man. Now going back to my twin flames, yeah, bro. You got that fucking R. Kelly survivor syndrome going on here just like I did. Where you want to run out the door but you can't. This kind of psychological damage doesn't come from your mother. Your inability to set yourself free doesn't come from your mother. Your inability to connect, have intimate connections and express your emotions does. But this comes from your father. This comes from your father, why you can't walk out. And I don't think I need to explain that any deeper to any of you. Taking action stems from not having a father show you how to take the actions. Showing love and emotions comes from a mother not being nurturing and caring. It's quite simple to identify what's wrong with us and where it stems from. My actions stem from a lack of a father. They're called daddy issues. My feelings stem from my mother issues. Pretty simplistic. Rejecting victimhood. You feel like it's somebody else's fault, what's going on in your life. Something simplistic like the devil. You feel powerless and unable to solve problems. You can't cope effectively. You tend to see your problems as catastrophes. You tend to think others are purposely trying to hurt you. You believe you are alone and have been targeted for mistreatment. You hold tight to thoughts and feelings related to being a victim. Misery calls, invites victim in. Self-belief crushes, no room here to win. It's no longer welcome, I'll show you the door. The battle is over, for I'm the victor. You have to overcome that mindset of, woe is me. Hey bro, do you hear what's happened to me? I'm allowed to feel sorry for myself only a little bit. Only a little bit. And not even that, I gotta yell at Kobe to give me another minute. I need another minute with myself, bro. This hurts. It's unfair what they've done. It hurts. Just give me another minute. Let me hurt a little bit longer about what's been done to me. But not 1 minute longer than that. It stands in your way of healing. Because as I see this, all I saw was the word forgiveness. You don't even understand what the forgiveness is because you see yourself as a victim. You don't see the part you played. You just see how bad life has been to you or how this person was and what they did. I'm going to hurt Bobby real hard with this one because I said it to this guy, to her earlier, but I really meant to say it to Bobby. What do you come into my life for? To make yourself feel better? You have no intentions on making me feel better. You're not going to stick around. You're not going to give me what I want. You really just want to use me to make yourself feel better and run away. And no matter how many times you tell me you're not going to disappear, you do. And yet you pretend like I'm trying to fuck up your marriage and I'm trying to make you, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make you leave a good thing and that I'm a bad person and all I want to do is, you know what I mean, play games with you and all of this stuff. All I ever try to do when I'm around you is that. I just try to love you. I don't ask you for anything but to give me a chance to love you. And then you take it and you run away and you don't talk to me again about it. And that's it. And only when your life is feeling bad, you'll come and visit with me. It's very Lilith replayed. Only when I was bored would I come and fuck with Adam. I had plenty else to do with my life than mess with Adam. I had plenty of lovers, I had plenty of life to live. Only when I was bored would I come down and mess with Adam to make me feel good. And then I'd go back to living my life in the universe and he could go back to playing fucking husband to Eve. Lovely, isn't it? How time replays itself. You know, in the beginning I thought I was a victim. I thought he was, you know what I mean? I thought that was what was going on. He was just fucking up on his wife and he was just using me to have sex. Right? I thought that. And I felt really fucking terrible about being used, you know what I mean, in such a manner. He said things like, I love you, and I don't do this with other people, and I've never cheated on my wife, and I've never done this with anybody else, and I don't do these things, and I know you can't believe me, but... So, I wanted to believe what he was saying. But his actions still stay the same. Even if I am the only one, he is just using me to make it through his life. And I'm just fucking with him because I'm bored. Because I know I can't have a life with him. Horrendous, isn't it though? Desperate acts of love is what brings us together. When he gets caught, he'll act like you know what I mean? I seduced him and I made this happen and I kept chasing him and I made this happen and I ruined his life and it's all my fault. All I wanted to do was love him. How am I such a bad person? I did everything to stay away from him. I do everything. I can't make it go away. I've tried everything. I've just given up. I don't want to make it more. I'm not trying to run away from it. I can't make it less. I wish it would just go away. That's the surrender. That's like wishing growths would go away. They're never going to go away. Ever. Never. Just learn the lesson in time. And then they kind of drift away. And that was the thing. It's like, you know, I can look forward to that day with all of them where they just fade away in time. When's the last time I talked to you, Allie? When's the last time I talked to you, Marshall? They just fade. They were just here to repeat time. And since they didn't do anything different, you know what I mean? They stay there, repeating time, and I move away into another timeline. And they sit back and watch. And if I have to go back and learn another lesson, there they are to teach me that lesson. Or anytime the signs come around, there's nothing consistent about any of them other than the fact that they're not healing and going anywhere. So how can I have a future with a person like that? There's no future, they're just the past. Hard lessons learned, karmic fucking lovers, called twin flames, that there's some community that wishes to be with. I don't wish to be with Marshall if he doesn't heal. I can't even have that thought. We'll never be together if you don't heal. We'll never be together, not because I'm better than you, but that you're not good enough. And that's inside of your brain, not mine. And then you can go up to someone as high and mighty as fucking Lewis. Who's not good enough and why? And who made you think that way? You forgot your dad. And you forgot your childhood, that you grew up in a fucking trailer and now you're too good to live with me and mine. Right, Lewis? You grew up in an RV, but now you're too good for it. Can't stand you. Can't stand y'all. Can't stand y'all. Anyways, I'm gonna leave on that note. That got ugly. It always gets ugly on a Friday and Saturday. We'll get ugly again on a Monday. Tomorrow's Sunday. The symbolisms and shit like that, yeah. Your minds, your dreams. I don't know what you guys see at night. I tell you what I see all day. I told you I don't dream at night. And if I do, I tell you what I saw. And I told you for 3 days, and with all of this is going to go on till January. Especially right now, that's what they say, is the veil is thinnest.
They were next to us. It sounded like he hit her, bro. That's scary.
Domestic violence?
He started like.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Right next to me?
This is room right here.
The black girl?
I think so. The one that's right next to us. It scared me.
Me and, I wouldn't be surprised. We spoke of her today in my video, and we talked about how she's got a bad energy and she's violent. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets kicked out.
It scared me.
Stay away from her. The fucking energy is bad around here. Hey, anyways, I'm gonna eat a meal and go to bed. I haven't even. Your dreams. And just that, guys, maybe you don't dream, but you need to rest. Your body needs to process what it's been through. That's why I'm so tired all the time. It's not physical, it's mental, bro. It's mentally, you know what I mean? People that work in office buildings that stare at fucking screens all day, that never talk to nobody, it's all mental. Alright, Melia, please. You always tell me when she's got half a bowl, bro.
That's not half a bowl.
It is half a fucking bowl.
Nuh-uh.
Please, Melia, leave me alone.
Take care of the bowl if I have to. She's not just mine now.
Melia, please leave me alone.
No matter.
I said 3 times please, and you're still pushing the same thing I said to stop. Anyways, your dreams. This is very important. You don't have a connection outside of the dream world. When you wake up out of the dream, you see something. You can remember what you just came from. Keep a journal and write it down. If you're like me and you daydream a lot, write down what you saw. It happened so fast. That's why I gotta run. I have to turn the camera on right away because I'll forget this thought. What brought me up here? 1 sentence. You're reaching for your higher self. I am releasing mine. In the beginning, you're following your heart. You're following your soul. Every time you make brave attempts, as I said in my other video, you bring your soul into your spirit. You bring your spirit into your body. After a while, you become your higher self. And the rest of the process is releasing your higher self without persecution onto this world. You don't have to become it. You have to feel safe enough to release it. It's already in you. You just have to be brave enough to be what you already are. The becoming is in the beginning of pulling your spirit in. afterwards, it's letting your spirit out. And that's what I do right now. I'm releasing more of me. I'm not becoming more of Lilith. I'm discovering who I am and releasing more of it. You're trying to discover who you are. The discovery is in your thoughts and your feelings. It's in your memories. Your memories tell you what's made you the way you are. And you can change it. You can change what you are. But you're going to have to cut some shit out. If not, God's going to. If Bobby doesn't fucking do something, God's going to. This isn't right. God stands for truth, justice, and balance. He set this up because it was, you know what I mean? It had to be set up this way. And I wouldn't even break the rule. I'm not going to keep doing this on the side of this chick. I did it because Jesus didn't say it was wrong. God didn't say it was wrong. He has been showing me that you're going to get caught. You are not going to blame me for this. You cannot blame my love for your behaviors. You have to accept what it is about me that you're doing this for. You're not doing it to hurt her. You're doing it for something you want. You have to admit this. That's what I said. And he couldn't. I forced him. I was like, admit it. You just want to fuck me. I already admitted it. What else can you do with me? You don't want to marry me. You don't want to move in with me. You don't want anything else. Just say it. I admitted it. How could I look at you without not facing that? All right, he just wants to fuck. What do you want to do? Well, I want to fuck. Well, then just fuck. And that's where it is. Can I do anything more with you? And then I want to fuck, and then you say we can't fuck. You're playing games, bro. You've been playing games since the beginning. You're just denying your wants. I get it. Well, I didn't know what I wanted. I think you do, and you're just afraid of it. And that's where it gets scary. Because you gotta do what's right by your heart. And you know it's gonna fucking set the shit on fire. And if you set the shit on fire, I told you last week that God would put it out. You won't lose anything fucking with me. That's not how that works. The whole point of why people fuck with me is the intent to gain. But you have to make sacrifices. And that's what it is. It's like you knew you were going to lose everything fucking with me. Is it worth it to you? Is true happiness worth you losing this fake structure you call home? This fake marriage? Are you willing to give up a fake marriage and a fake home for a real wife and a real home? It's so simplistically pointed out. And yet, I'm over here, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Please don't make me. She's over here talking about gummy worms and shit. Tastes like a gum. Get out of my face, Morgan. You're pissing me off. You heard Morgan? She's like, I don't care if he sticks around. I'd have another baby with him. I don't need you to take care of these kids. At the same time, don't make me do this again by myself. But I was willing. If you fucking lied to me and fucking got me pregnant, I was so gonna not tell you. I was just gonna deal with it. I wasn't even gonna tell you, bro. Swear, wasn't even gonna. I was keeping that one to myself till death do I part. I'll just say it was gonna be a fucking, what was it? A Twilight moment. We adopted her. Why wouldn't I tell you, Bobby? Because you couldn't handle it. You can't handle it. You can't handle having more kids. That's why you told me that. You see them as a financial fucking burden. You don't have time for them. You don't have energy for them. You don't have money to take care of them. So I wouldn't even have put that on you. Because it wouldn't have been a good thing for you. What does that say about you? Same thing with like someone like Russ or fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, would you even tell them? And that's that moment. It's like, they don't want kids, bro. I'm not even going to tell them. I'll take care of this. Take away your choice. It's my body, right? My body, my choice. Face that in like a week. What if you made the biggest mistake of your life right now? You don't realize it. It could. He told me, though, and I believed him until something happened, and I was like, uh-oh, what was that? God. Oh no. And that's where I realized, I was like, oh God. I don't know. I'm aligning with what God wants, but it doesn't mean I still don't have all those fucking fears. And in the essence, it's like, I hate to be so very ugly to you, Bobby. I would so much like to be in love with someone a little easier, but it never gets easier. It's just not easy to love someone. It's just not. I mean, it is, but the whole world gets in the way. It's not hard for me to love you. I fucking love the shit out of you. That's not going to go away until, the world gets in our way. Now I can't love you the way I want to because of this, that, and the other. I'm restricted. I'm limited. I can't. I'm not allowed to say that in public. I can't do this in public. We're not allowed to be in public. We can't do this. We can't do that. We're not in a place to have kids. We can't do this. We're too old. This and that. This and that. There's all these restrictions to what I can be in a relationship and what I can't do. And none of that has to do with me wanting another man. At no point did I ever say, what if I want to explore other men? I was making jokes about the whole, once you go black, you never go back thing. I don't know if that's just a saying. I wasn't playing around like, oh, I need to test out some black men before I get married. What the fuck does that sound like to you? Sounds like some crazy shit. I was just playing around. I don't know, guys. Your answers are in your dreams, and I have to spend all day getting my answers in the daytime. So when I go to sleep, I'm very grateful to just fucking go to sleep. When I wake up, bro. When I wake up, it's like, it's all quiet until it's not. Until it's a thought. And then some mornings, it's not. I literally walk through this whole fucking building completely numb. I say hi to people, and I sit outside in the quiet, just listening to music, and no thoughts, just downloads, till the sun comes up. Never say anything, never do anything, nothing, until the sun comes up. Sometimes. What'd she get a hold of?
I had bread from the dinner, and I was holding it, and she ate it.
Did you give her a
She already ate an entire loaf of bread.
She ate your loaf of bread? Well, then I'm not going to give her a piece of chicken. Oh, I broke my nail. Hey, I love you guys. I'm going to move on. Tomorrow, Sunday, fun day, we'll have plenty of light readings, maybe some religious readings. But start working on the dream journal. Your daydreams and all of your downloads, little visions that are being given to you. It might not make sense, and that's where I used to keep them. I was like, oh, remember that thing they showed me? In the beginning, they don't come together to make a language. It takes a long time. You might catch one piece today, and then 3 weeks later catch the other piece that makes it make a picture. Because they're not on time. The delivery isn't on time. It's at the right time is what I'm hearing. And God's never late. And yeah, Baba Yaga means change. You can't be a victim to what's happening. That's just fucking selfish at this time in our lives. Everybody's suffering. Everybody's losing their jobs, going through breakups, having serious life changes. There's unbelievable disasters and pandemics and all kinds of things that are happening. There's wars breaking out. There is famine. There is illness, dude. There's all kinds of things going across the world right now. It's very insensitive of you to sit there as a poor me. Feel sorry for the fact that, feel the pain of what you feel your hurt. Feel how it feels to hurt. But don't let that hurt make you feel, you know what I mean? Hurt all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, how could they do, and that's, I had to get Sophie with that. It's like, how could they do this to me? Step back, bro. Why do they do these things? It's not about you. You're feeling your pain. Yes, you hurt. But you gotta know this hurts them too. Even if they're pretending. They've got to act like it doesn't hurt. That's what you're trying to do right now. You don't want to hurt, and you're angry because you hurt. And you're like, that's unfair. How come they get to fucking go live their life and they're not hurting? They are. They're hiding it better than you. And in 5 months, they'll show theirs, and you'll be healed. You'll have a new boo and a new job and a new this, and they'll be in your DMs talking about, hey, with a little heart symbol. Hey. Anyway, so, yeah. Dream journals. downloads, closing chapters, letting things fall apart. Really? Yeah, remember what I wrote down, Amelia? Damn, I don't remember what I was going to label this video. I already lost it. Hey, I love yous, laters, bye. Dang, I gave you 2 hours. That makes up for all my other hours.